Hi, Amanda here. So, I ordered Uber Eats because they gave me 60% off. And as soon as I went in the app, Boiling Crab had buy 1 pound of shrimp, get one free. So I'm like, okay, I'll get 2 pounds of shrimp. I'll get a little bit of stuff because I ate a little bit earlier. So, as soon as I see my driver pick up my food, it says it's delivered. And I was like, okay. So I go through this whole runaround of trying to find out where my food is. It finally tells me I can call him if I didn't get it. So I call him and he answers on the first ring and he was like, hey, I'm sorry, I accidentally pushed delivered too soon. So he gets my address and gives me his personal number because I asked for it actually, which I'm glad I did because it wouldn't even let me call him again. So he says call him back in 10 minutes. I made my own garlic butter because I like tons of like big whole pieces. So, oh, this is like mukbang-ish. If you don't want to see me eat, don't watch it. So I call him back in 10 minutes. Straight to voicemail. I call a bunch of times. I text. I try to call from Uber, but it's too late, you know? Like, they don't just let you call drivers. So I didn't want to, like, I'm a very honest person, and I never report my food, like, not to me. I usually get it. So I reported that I didn't get it. Of course, they refunded me right away. So I just ordered the same thing again, because at this point, this is all I want. I'm starving. My food's already on the way. 10 minutes later, he calls me to say not to cancel him, please, and that he's on his way with my food. And so I'm just like, okay. So he brings the food. And then the other person brings the food. So now I have 4 pounds of shrimp, all this corn and sausage. So Cam told me, like, do a mukbang. But I don't really watch those. So, like, am I supposed to, like, talk? Am I just supposed to eat? Like, what am I supposed to do? Is that the whole thing? Just eat and be quiet? I don't do that. Recently asked people to ask me some questions. One of the questions was what got me into music. Church, like everybody else. Oh, I have my mini mics. Hold on. I decided not to use the mini mic because I got the big boy mic right here. Forgot I even own this. Okay. Anyway, I said music because of church, like everybody else. I grew up in church my entire life. I went to Christian school my entire life, kindergarten through 12th grade, Christian Academy. That's where I was in the choir and led, and wow, memories. That's how I got into music, I guess. And then that's how I got into writing, because this like pretty famous Filipino singer, well, she was famous in the Philippines, started coming to our church. And her dad started teaching a music class. And I actually wrote a song for the class. I have the writer's credits too for it, actually, random. That's before I knew how all this worked. I was 17. I wrote a Christian song for her. It's on her album. Fun facts. And that's how I started getting into writing. I always like wrote poetry and stuff. Getting out of church, it was such a culture shock. Like, I had never went to a party. I never like danced. I didn't wear pants or cut my hair or makeup or anything. So, I started going to Mesa. I took fashion and music. That's where I met most of the people that are like core friends, or like people that I've known the longest. I met from Mason and started going to parties. It's so like weird because I don't share this experience with many people because everybody grew up with everyone. Like I literally left church and like didn't know anyone. I was like fresh meat, you know, no one knew me, no one had ever seen me. So that was like an interesting experience. Like I knew no one. After that, I met the Foxworths, Brian, Jeanette, and they heard me sing, so you know I kind of like did a little something with them. Dang, I wonder if I still have that song somewhere. And then through someone I was dating, I ended up meeting Abjo, and no, not Abjo, Sean first. Mischief. Sorry. Mischief and Victor, DJ V-Rock. And that's how I started actually doing music. That's why I always say if it wasn't for Mischief, I wouldn't do music. I don't eat a lot in one sitting, so I'm probably just going to end up talking. But, it's been 10 minutes already? Wowsies. Okay, so, Sean, Mischief. And then, okay, but I was still really shy. So, to the point that, like, my nerves were so bad that when I would sing and hold a note, like, you could see my face cheeks shaking because my nerves were so bad I was shy. And this is why I always tell people, like, why I'm not shy to sing. If someone's like, can you sing something right now? I'll do it. Because one time I did so bad. Like, I knew there was no way I could ever sing worse than that in my entire life. And then I was just never shy again. Sometimes you got to hit the bottom for you to realize how much don't matter. It was so bad. It was a performance. Oh my God, it was so bad. So that's why I'm not shy at all. This is so good. Okay, so then that's when I started like singing a little bit around San Diego. And then I stopped for a long time because I just was always inconsistent. Really? I just dealt with crippling depression and didn't ever see a therapist until I was with one of my exes. Probably wasn't the best, but got me to go to see a therapist, and that did change a lot. So yeah, I realized why that was. I didn't really care about anything. That can be a different story. So anyways, and then I played with the idea of music back and forth for years. Obviously, I would drop something and you'll not hear from me again for 2 years. But this time around, especially with how it all came about, I'm on it. I'm sure you guys can see that. A lot more than ever. It's different now that I moved from San Diego. I know I only moved an hour and a half away to Orange County, but it made me have to isolate. It's weird, like being like lonely-ish, alone all the time. You know what I mean? But I realized how much I was just like filling the void of being lonely with just people and partying and all that shit. So being out here, I really had to face what I was running from. Or like the voids I was trying to fill. So it's been a very interesting experience. I miss home. I really do. I miss my parents. I'll be down there more next year anyway. I'm going to have to answer the other questions a different time. I'm already full. AF. I just don't eat a lot in one sitting. I eat a lot during the day. You guys see that. But I cannot eat a lot I'm so full already. Wow, you are. Anyway, I hope you guys had fun with me. Shout out boiling crab though, because this was fire. I only wanted half this in the first place. Oh, you know what's another fun fact? I listen to ASMR to fall asleep, but I cannot stand listening to people eat. It's gross. Sorry, because I just did it, but I listen to like the tapping and the whispering, you know, like all the little I do. It's so good. Did I moan? Embarrassing. But I always say I'm gonna do ASMR. I gotta do a video doing ASMR. I know all the triggers because I watch it every night. It's so funny when people go through my YouTube search. Like, what the is this? Well, it's been real. I'm probably about to pack this up. Hope you guys are having had a wonderful Sunday night. Give me ideas of what else you guys want to hear about me. This is it. Cheersies.